Hello friends, my name is NasDragonart and today I want to have a quick roundup of the Elder Scrolls Online Beta. I decided to do this afterwards because, to be honest, I wanted to focus on playing the game. And right off the bat I want to say that anybody who's interested in the Elder Scrolls, has played the Elder Scrolls series and likes MMOs, you can pretty much stop listening now because I've got nothing else to say to change your mind, because this is a pure Elder Scrolls experience lobbed in with all that MMO stuff you may love. So stop listening now. Alright, put your pre-order in, get it for April. Brilliant. Okay, now that they're all out of the way, I'm talking to the people left who are kind of on the fence about this game. People who aren't maybe sold on Elder Scrolls, not sold on MMOs. So first of all, I'd like to say right off the bat that Elder Scrolls Online is a lot like Elder Scrolls.
So, Lino, you've been through an ordeal.
Is that a gripe? Well, no, not really. Elder Scrolls is one of the most immersive fantasy worlds that you can get. But the point of it being a lot like Elder Scrolls is the fact that I haven't done anything to make concessions to it, or not anything significant that would ruin my enjoyment of the beta. And first of all, I want to say how everything is in first person view. And that may not seem like a lot, but that's important to the Elder Scrolls experience. It's important that you experience the world through the eyes of the character, that you experience the world through their eyes and their views. You get to see what they see. Because always the idea of the Elder Scrolls games is that you are the chosen one in a world filled with quite average people. And that's going to seem really hard to do, given the fact you've got quite a few chosen ones running around. But first of all, I want to praise off the bat that it is brilliant looking. It looks absolutely fantastic. Some of the vistas in it look amazing, and the light effects are very impressive for an online game. The upgrades, of course, they still work based on gameplay, although you do get a couple chucked in for doing quests as well, which is always nice. But the main meteor upgrade is about what you make use of. So you make more use of this particular type of skill, whether it be sword and shield or light armor or whatever. That upgrade system is still in place. And of course I've got to talk about the voice acting. Now I know we've had voice acting in MMOs before with the Old Republic, but this is just sort of taking that and sort of running with it as well, and some of the voice acting is brilliant. Some of the weird jowliness, I don't know whether it's the zoomed out camera from the characters or what, but I have a lot less of an issue with how the characters look when you speak into them.
Hello, what's this? Out for a stroll then? Lovely day for it.
Feels good.
Where it differs from Elder Scrolls games is, of course, it has to take a few MMO tropes on. So, even though you have a magic meter, you also have a level of cooldown with the skills, probably more due to the magic meter than anything else. Of course, you've got enclosed starter areas at the start as well. You've got two areas you start off with, very enclosed little islands before you join the mainland ready to start your quest. These are necessary tropes in order to get new players in playing the game from the bat. Of course, there are also a lot of fetch quests, but this is nothing new to anybody who has experienced Elder Scrolls in the past,
man your stations.
or indeed any
Prepare
RPG
to sail.
or game, in fact, to date. What I do also like is the fact that the loading times seem to be severely reduced. Now, I'm not sure whether this is because I'm running it on PC, or just generally the environments are a lot less populated with busy work in terms of people. But it seems to be loading a lot quicker from area to area, and this I approve, and I hope they sort of take that on for future games, but I doubt that given the fact that they love to ramp up the graphical nuances of it all. Stealth mechanic as well, I have an issue with this being replaced, but I also get why they did it. It's now in terms of disguises, and it's all quest based. So you get a disguise, you pop it on, and so long as nobody gets a direct line of sight on you for too long, you can sneak through things. I have an issue with that because a lot of people like sneaking in Elder Scrolls games, but given the fact there's going to be 10-20 people running around the same area trying to get to the next quest, that is an issue I'm willing to consign to. More quests as well rely on the imposement of choice. Usually it's just a binary choice whether I side with this character or this character, and it isn't a lot, but it gives you something else that you can call your own. And maybe there'll be callbacks to these decisions later on in the game. Now the main question of course is, after you've laid down your many stacks of notes to get this game, is it going to be worth the $8.99 a month on top of that? And what I have to say to you is, I don't think it is, to be honest.
There's no easy way to say it. You're dead.
It's hard to say, because I'm talking from an opinion from my point of view, and the way I saw the Old Republic go down as this massive, huge production that just couldn't get the numbers, and then ended up going free to play, and that being the way forward for that game, is kind of how I'm seeing Elder Scrolls going to go. Honestly, if you like the Elder Scrolls, as I said at the start, this game's already for you. You've already pre-ordered it, you've got your monthly payments set out in your mind, how that's going to affect your life. But for those of you on the fence, those of you wondering whether this is going to be the MMO that's going to change your life, the one that you go into, the one that you're going to be constantly updating and going with, I don't believe that's going to be the case, and that's quite a shame to say in many respects. But in other respects, as I've said before, if this does go the way of the Old Republic, maybe it'll be free to play later on. So my official verdict on the beta is the fact that it's a very well made beta. It's certainly one that's worth looking at. It's certainly one that's worth playing. But the actual game itself, do you get it? Do you pay that monthly $8.99 a month? £9? Probably not. And that is how I'm going to leave it. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. And I'll catch you again soon. Alright then. Cheers.